5 votes on a Supreme Court.
What position?
Birthright citizenship.
I think so, yeah. Look, birthright citizenship was, if you look back when this was passed and made, that was meant for the children of slaves. This was not meant for the whole world to come in and pile into the United States of America, everybody coming in and totally unqualified people with perhaps unqualified children. This wasn't meant for that. This was meant, when it was originally done, for the children of slaves. And that was...
President Trump's executive order ending birthright citizenship is on temporary hold after a federal judge last week called it blatantly unconstitutional. Birthright citizenship derives from Section 1 of the 14th Amendment, which reads in part, quote, all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. Vice President J.D. Vance defended the executive order on Face the Nation.
If you come here on vacation and you have a baby in an American hospital, that baby doesn't become an American citizen. If you're an illegal alien and you come here temporarily, hopefully, your child does not become an American citizen by virtue of just having been born on American soil.
Amanda Frost joins me now. She's a professor at the University of Virginia School of Law, director of the school's Immigration, Migration, and Human Rights program. Thank you for being here. Can you take us back? What was the intention behind passing the 14th Amendment, specifically this part about birthright citizenship?
Yeah, the goals were very clear of the Reconstruction Congress and the nation. This was shortly after the Civil War, and Congress's first goal was to overrule the infamous Dred Scott decision, in which the Supreme Court held that no Black person, whether they were free or slave, could ever be a U.S. citizen. So that was clearly the first and primary goal. But the secondary goal, and they talked about this in the legislative history, was they wanted to integrate the children of immigrants. They knew America was a nation of immigrants, more were arriving, and they explicitly said, we want the children of immigrants to be equal citizens and equal Americans.
Is birthright citizenship unique to the United States?
No. Other countries have birthright citizenship. We're one of 33 with pure birthright citizenship rules. Other countries have some conditions or qualifications on it, so we're not alone. Canada and Mexico also have birthright citizenship.
If birthright citizenship were to be overturned, what would happen to the newborn children of undocumented parents?
Yeah, I mean, that's the really extraordinary point. And I should add, it's not just undocumented parents. The executive order applies to the children of lawful immigrants as well, who are here temporarily on student visas or work visas. So it would be a huge number of people that would overnight become undocumented immigrants. We could expect, hundreds of thousands of children born every year to be undocumented. They wouldn't be able to get Social Security numbers. They wouldn't be able to get passports. They wouldn't have any legal right to remain in the U.S., even if their parents did. So the results of this would be extraordinary. And let me add, it wouldn't just be immigrants who would be affected. A U.S. citizen born in this country, whose parents and grandparents have been here, that person who has a baby, if that executive order were in place, would also have to prove their lineage to the satisfaction of the government before their child would be recognized as a citizen.
What else do you think people should know about this?
I think what I'd love people to take from this conversation now we're having about birthright citizenship is how essential it is to who America is, to our values. We were a nation founded on the idea that we were rejecting an hereditary monarchy. We were rejecting titles of nobility. We're not about lineage. We're about location. You're here, you're one of us. And America is better than most countries at integrating the children of immigrants. Europe really struggles with that, but we do a great job with that. And this executive order and the end of birthright citizenship would put at risk something that's really a superpower of the United States.
Amanda Frost, thank you.
Shalom, Kol Halal YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High, in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us His truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful scattered abroad. Shalom to the 144,000. Real quick, I know people, y'all probably getting tired of hearing me talking about Trump and what he say and this, that, and the third. And I'm tired of talking about him too, but the fact is this man is the sitting president now. He's passing a lot of executive orders. He's saying a lot of things and he's doing a lot of things that is going to affect not only the Northern Kingdom, but all the tribes, okay? All the tribes are being affected by what this man is doing, which I believe is going to definitely issue in a dramatic time of Jacob's trouble, okay? A dramatic and chaotic time of Jacob's trouble. And You heard what he said in the post-production in the beginning. Trump, he said how this whole thing about birthright citizenship was ultimately for slaves. Okay, it was for the children of slaves. And what that means is, when you had slaves that were brought to this country and had children, Esau was able to rip you from your mother's arms and sell you about how he, pretty much, because you can't forget how we got to this country and what we did when we came to this country. We were slaves, all right? And this year here just goes to show you as well that the Constitution was not to benefit us. These amendments and whatnot, as they go into the 14th Amendment, that was not to benefit us, all right? But this right here just goes to show you that the whole point of them doing that was so that when you had a child, your child was not yours. It became a U.S. citizen, or in other words, property of America. All right. And the so-called Negroes had no rights here in the first place. So that was just, Esau covering his own ass to, do as he pleased with our children, and ultimately with us. But now it's backfiring on him, and now he does not like that. So now he's trying to make this thing about birthright citizenship where, their whole thing is that they're saying that if you came here so-called illegally, you cannot have birthright citizenship. Well, they claim to have birthright citizenship, and they got here illegally. Okay, they came here raping, robbing, and pillaging, man. Okay, unlawfully. All right, and this is why YAHAWASHI is going to take this man out of power and destroy him in the worst way. Let's grab a few precepts, though. Okay, I don't want to make this too long. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 47. Okay, and these are the important points that we have to remember in dealing with this man, which we should have never forgot, but especially from now on, remember this. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord Yahweh thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies which Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness. And that's what we were brought here for, to serve our enemies. We were put here in slavery. All right, chattel slavery is how we got here. Okay, and we got here to what? Work, to serve. Okay, it says, and in want of all things. So now in this country that you were kidnapped and brought to work, as a slave, you have to go to your oppressors in the want of all things. Okay, it says, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. And this is what this man has done. He had literal yokes of iron upon our neck. And then what happened? He destroyed us. He took us away from our heritage. He made us a product of America. It says, the Lord Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as an eagle flieth. A nation whose tongue that's like thou shalt not understand. Here's the point. A nation of fierce countenance. And we're seeing that fierce countenance all over again. Okay? They'll act like they love you, and it's all love, which Trump took away that, that whole, equality or equity for so-called black people. And then, they had the trans people in there too. But, he's taking all that away. And I do this video to let you know, through the spirit, why I believe he's doing that. Because ultimately, this whole thing about deporting and detaining illegal immigrants is not going to stop at so-called illegal immigrants. Okay? Understand that this is going to, somehow weave its way to come against you, Southern Kingdom tribes as well. Okay? Even the American Negroes, so-called, that are here today. Okay? They're getting to the point where they're going to denounce all of our citizenship, okay, and lock your ass up. Okay, we're already 3/5 of a man in this man's society. It says, a nation of fierce countenance which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. So he don't care about the old or the young. He's deporting parents and he's deporting children. Okay, now they're saying that if you're born in America, just because you're born on American soil does not mean you're an American citizen. Okay? Well, how did they get their citizenship here? How did they become, the so-called owners of this land? All right? It wasn't legally. All right? They made contracts and and pacts and agreements with the Native Americans just to, pretty much deny all that, man. Okay? Just to break those covenants that they made with them, man. So this man is not to be trusted. Okay? In the NLT it says a fierce and heartless nation that shows no respect for the old and no pity for the young. So this is a fierce and heartless nation of people. All right? And Esau's about to show his horns in these last days. All right, that's what he's getting ready to do. He's about to show his horns. So, tearing apart families and destroying homes, that's going to be, common here, man. Okay? It's another image showing you of how Jake will have their children ripped from their arms. Your own child didn't belong to you because you were property. Okay? So this is why they created birthright citizenship. It wasn't to benefit you so-called Negroes. It was ultimately to, have more control over you. Okay? And now you got the Northern Kingdom tribes who this land originally belonged to. They're using, this man's own, his own amendments against him, and he's trying to change that. He doesn't like that. Okay? And that shows you that this right here. Let's go over here. It says Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 14 verse 7. It says, and if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. And that's what he's doing right now. All right, he called himself, it seems like he was doing good, but he wasn't doing it willingly for you. And if it is good to you, it's unwillingly that he's doing it for you. It says, and at the last, which we're in the last days, he will declare his wickedness. And that's what Esau is doing. He's declaring his wickedness, and he's going to continue to declare his wickedness, man. Okay? He's going to turn up. All right, so we see where all this is going. We understand the prophecy of all hell breaking loose, Jacob's trouble. All right? And ultimately, he's going to, seek to destroy you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Indians in America. Psalm chapter 10, verse 1. Why standest thou afar off, O Lord, Yahawah? Why hidest thyself in times of trouble? And we're coming into a time called Jacob's trouble. Okay? This man is getting ready to make war with our people. It says, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. This man is the wicked. The border of all wickedness is Esau Edom. And in his pride, Donald, eagle-faced Trump, this dude is proud as hell, man. You can't tell he's got nothing. He's about to persecute the poor, which are you Israelites. All the tribes. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined, right? Because they want to make America great again. America was never great for us. We came here on fucking slave ships. You have something called the Tale of Tears, which they taught us about in grade school, about how they pretty much stole this land from the Native Americans. So when was America ever great for us, you niggas that's out here wearing Make America Great Again hat? When was America ever great for your black ass, man? It was never great for us, and it's never going to be great for us. The Lord is coming to destroy America for us. Okay? It says, and this is how they're going to be taking their own fight, because the more hell and persecution they put upon us, is going to solidify their destruction. It's going to solidify their end. They don't realize that, though. Scripture says, and when he seek to fill his belly, then shall the Lord reign suddenly upon. So he doesn't. When he think he's finna do all this and his enterprise is gonna come to pass, the Lord's going to destroy him. It says, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire. Yeah, he wants. Oh, this is gonna be a country for Americans, only Americans, white people. This is our country, and then they brag about how they stole it, how they took it, how they conquered for it. Right? Well, now you're about to be conquered. It says, and blessed the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth, right? And they bless it, they boast us in their heart's desire, and they bless the covetous. They are the covetous, and the Lord abhors them, man. It says, the wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. So if the Most High in his thoughts, his people are not in his thoughts either. And if they are in his thoughts, it's to do harm. It's to bring hell. It's to destroy. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. And this is what they think. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. And when Trump is going on this TV saying all this shit, understand there's mischief and vanity in his mouth, man, under his tongue. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, and the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set against the poor, which they said they're starting with the so-called violent ones, the criminal illegal immigrants, but they said that's just the beginning. Meaning, after they're done getting all the so-called criminals out of here, they're going to go for families, women, children. Okay? We're in this time, it says, and when what they doing, they out there, you got ICE coming in the middle of the night. They stalking people to pull up and arrest them. Okay, he's sitting outside your house right now. It says, he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. He croucheth, he humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. You see? And this is what, a huge part of this is about. The Lord is about to really show us that this man is not for us. Let's grab this right here. Now, you also got Jeremiah 30, with Jacob's trouble. We're definitely in the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay? We're definitely in that time of Jacob's trouble where this man is about to really turn up and show his demonic horns. So don't be surprised. Okay? It says, Revelation chapter 12. Let's go up to verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. He's trying to get his country back in order, because he sees his power dwindling. So with him seeing his power dwindling, what does he do? First, he moves with deceit. If he can't deceive you anymore, he goes back to his blessing, which was the sword. Okay? He knows his time is short. He knows he's losing his kingdom. So this man is about to go buck wild crazy upon you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians. To further prove that, let's go to verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, which Esau is this dragon. The woman is Israel. Okay? And went to make war with the remnant of her seed. Because, you see, he knows she already got 2/3. But his goal is to get the elect. Okay? He wants the elect. This is why you had those small hats in Israel saying that the biggest threat to Israel, and those Jewish people, is the so-called Negroes here in America. Why? Because we're claiming our identity. We are claiming back our birthright of being the true children of the Most High. Okay? It says, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahawashi. So the point was, he's about to go to make war. He's getting ready to make war. All right? This is why you have, I did a video a couple days ago about, they got, Amazon got a damn near 100, of their warehouses that are empty right now. Okay? You got Trump talking about putting illegal immigrants in Guantanamo Bay. Okay? That's a damn a concentration camp, a detention center. In Guantanamo Bay, they have you know how like in a maximum security prison that you can't come out of your cell for 24 hours or 23 hours out of the day. Well, in Guantanamo Bay, you can't even see. They got your eyes covered everywhere you go. In your cell, they got your eyes, a fucking bag over your head, man. So this man who claims, that he's for the people, he's going to show you that when he said that he's only for his people. And this is why we make that those statements about who the Lord's people are and who the Lord is for, because these people ain't for us, man. Okay, these people are not for us. All right, and the Lord is not for them. So YAHAWASHI is about to even the playing field and take this man out of power, and then we're going to be able to be the ones that's going to be delegating who's legal and who's not legal. Okay, who's going to get persecuted and who's not going to be persecuted. And in these last days, the persecution is going to start with Jacob, but it's going to end with Esau. Shalom, Kama Shara,